It is 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday night, January 17, 2017. Here, it's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Tuesday night, January 17, 2017. I am Peter Wiggins here. The time is 11 o'clock on this late Tuesday night, January the 17th, 2017 here. And we got a Naughton temperature of 36 degrees here in Naughton here. Tonight's low is going to be 35 in the overnight hours. And here now, your Peter Channel 11 o'clock news and 9 on this late Tuesday night here. Top story is Boston, where Boston police investigators shooting of a man on the 200 block of Center Street in Jamaica Plain. Chelsea man is 35 years, sentenced with the product longest punishment ever imposed in the United States for a late conviction. And she's going to be released as Obama commutes sentence. Orlando police say they have captured a fugitive accused of killing his pregnant girlfriend and the sergeant shot while they would bring him into custody. Angela Merkel's advisor says he had checked that Donald Trump swiped against the chancellor could work in her favor as he seeks a fourth term as a German leader. Betty DeVos, Donald Trump Education Senate. Health law repeal could cost $80 billion to insurance quarter study funds. And along with his speech, Prime Minister Theresa May defined the broad objective but then details as Britain's withdrawal from the European Union. Bamako, Mali, the Nigerian force on Tuesday bombed the crowd of town full of people that fled Islamic militants killed more than 50 in what was described as a mistake by struggling Boko Haram fighters. Moscow, Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday called reports that Donald Trump has been compromised by Russian intelligence total nonsense and said allegations were fabricated and demanded legitimacy of the Trump's presidency. 2 days before, Canadian President Yan Zhuang has supposed to sea power, he has declared a state of emergency in the country. He has refused to step down to make way for Admiral Barrow won the last month's election. Hong Kong officials involved in an arduous search of the Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 won't rule out another hunt for the plane if credible evidence emerges. Australia's transport minister said Wednesday. A Little Elm police officer was shot in the neck during an incident in Little Elm neighborhood Tuesday afternoon, according to Denton County Sheriff's Office in a sad update to the report. The officer has passed away from his injuries due to the shooting. Drug distributor McKesson Corporation paid a $150 million fine in some sales will be suspended in 4 states after U.S. regulators allegedly failed to report suspicious orders of painkillers linked to the opiate addiction epidemic, he said. Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Espan Santiago, the man charged with killing 5 people at a Fort Lauderdale airport, told the FBI agency carried it out to act on behalf of ISIS. FBI Special Agent Michael Farrell also testified at Santiago's bond hearing. Hundreds of demonstrations around the world are being planned for 2020 for a good objection with a women's march in Washington, which is expected to be the largest immigration-related demonstration in the United States history. Not federal native John Neville has retained his title as Jeopardy champion. Set to fall as President made indicted on escape charges. Cambridge pays nearly $76 million in taxes to the state in 2016. In Alabama, A2 man faces charges in connection with a fire and abandoned building last summer who has been charged with trespassing and vandalism in a hair salon. Asia stock supplements Trump's comments posted exporters Sterling Chance. Samsung chief questioned to be on close notice of the arrest warrant hearing. Reynolds American Incorporated board of directors on Tuesday accepted British American Tobacco $49.4 billion mega offer, another iconic local company bought by a larger global rival. Deutsche Bank has submitted a $7.2 billion settlement with the Department of Justice for selling talks and mortgage-backed securities in the years before the market meltdown in 2008. The LE 6 research station in Ann Arbor, the position tested for the National Weather City will shut down in between March and November this year, according to the British Antarctic News Survey. Amish Gomoff and wingspan of just 0.4 inches of the first species to be named the soon-to-be president of the United States, Donald Trump. A huge wave has been spotted by the upper atmosphere of Venus and a baffling scientists have because it is staying so still above the planet's surface. A female super shotgun in Australia has stunned scientists by producing live offspring essentially 3 years after being separated from a long-term mate. Eating disorders including anorexia and bulimia affect a small but substantial number of women in the 40s and 50s. UK research suggests the abortion rate at the United States has fallen to its lowest level since Roe v. Wade legalized station new report found that the Guttmacher Institute found the rate has been declined to 14.6 abortions per 1,000 women. The report used data 69,179 American men and women participated in a larger public health study that was 4,946 steps over 23 years of the study. Peter Channel News Time is 11:04 on this late tonight, and it's time now for New England Reserve Report in St. George, Vermont, and Chittenden County. A 56 Birchville mobile home structure fire. Residents evacuated, but there were no injuries. And in Northern Vermont, Interstate 89 southbound traffic accident, entrapment, CPR was in progress. Peter Childers times now 11:05 on this late Tuesday night, and it's time now for a traffic and transit report. Beep! Let's start in between with green light space for model ladies of police action. Commuter rail, it's looking good, and on the ferries they are looking good. Alright, highs and byways of New York City and New England on this late Tuesday night. Let's study off in New York City, where 95 southbound side is backed up around Interstate 87 in the Bronx. Long Expressway in both ends is backed up around Midtown Tunnel. Long Expressway eastbound backed up around Elmhurst. 270 on the southbound side, it is backed up just around the Long Expressway. Brooklyn Bridge in the eastbound side is backed up west side highway. Southbound side backed up from Laney Tunnel all the way at the World Trade Center site. FDR driving on the northbound side, it is backed up on the upper east side. Backed up Bridge in the expressway southbound side, it's a little slow. Down in Connecticut, it's looking good. Rhode Island, it's looking good. But 495 on the southbound side, it's happening to go between 298 Marlborough and Hopkinton. 290 westbound side is backed up from Shrewsbury all the way out to Route down to Worcester. 190 both ends backed up to Worcester all the way down to Leominster. Route 2 both ends is backed up from Carter down to Fitchburg. Route 3 is backed up from Lowell, Massachusetts all the way up into Manchester, New Hampshire. And all the highways and byways in New Hampshire and Vermont are slow go. But 95 is looking good from Peabody, Mass, all the way up in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And Maine, how is it? Maine not looking good. 120 to the northbound side. It is backed up from Route 1 in Norwood, New Hampshire. Route 109 in Westwood here. And 79 on the northbound side, backed around 195 in Fall River. And Interstate 87 stop and go from Lake George, New York, all the way to Plattsburgh and Champlain in New York, and on with 50 on the southbound side, slow in southern Quebec and towards Montreal. Peter Childers, I'm 11:06 on this late. It's now 11:07 on this late Tuesday night here, and it's time now for a weather report here. And take a look at radar, and it shows the line of rain showers stretching from Portsmouth, stretching all the way down around eastern Massachusetts and all the way down in eastern Connecticut, and central and eastern portions of Long Island there in New York State. But seeing some sleet around the Worcester area and west of Springfield, and sleeting around Walpole and around Sharon, around Route 95. Heavy winds, rain showers off the Boston Harbor, and some snow from Franklin and Medfield, stretching up in Hudson and Leominster and down in the Pepperell, and stretching in the northwestern Massachusetts and in the north central Massachusetts, and stretching to Vermont, New Hampshire, and then up to Maine, with some snow in Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine here. Alright. It's snowing from Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, stretching to southern Quebec and the northeastern Ontario, including the Ottawa and Montreal areas, and some rain and sleet around the Adirondacks, and some sleeting around the Albany area, and some snow around Silver Springs, and rain from Poughkeepsie on the northwestern New Jersey, and some rain showers from Utica, Syracuse, and rain around the west New York, including the Buffalo area, and stretching down the northwest of Jamestown here. And it's sleeting northeast of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and around Yonkers, and around Allentown and Ontario here. Okay. Alright, we got a winter weather advisory for central and western Massachusetts and west and north of Boston. And southern New Hampshire and southern Maine, it's a winter storm warning from south central New Hampshire and central New Hampshire and west central western Maine. The rest of Massachusetts are not under any warning because we're going to have typical rain. It's also a winter weather advisory for northern Connecticut here. Alright, 7-day forecast, it goes like this. Friday night, rain will around 35 degrees. East of the Rock, 8 miles an hour, expectation 9%. Dew percent between a 1 and 7 inch possible for Wednesday. Rain likely before 10 a.m. Clouds sky about 39 degrees. Northwest about 8 to 10 miles gust 25 miles an hour, expectation 7%. Dew percent between a 10 and 1 inch possible for Wednesday. A slight chance of rain before midnight. Clouds sky about 32 degrees. Northeast about 3 to 7 miles an hour, expectation 20%. Thursday, clouds skies gradually coming in, mostly sun skies with a high of 47 degrees. Calm becoming westbound 6 miles in the afternoon. Thursday night, clouds about 28 degrees. Light northwest wind. Friday, mostly clouds about 43, about 31 degrees. Saturday, partly sunny and mostly clouds about 44, about 32 degrees. Sunday, partly sunny and mostly clouds about 41, about 32 degrees. For Monday, it's just rain, mostly clouds about 44, about 36 degrees, chance is 45%. And for Tuesday, just rain, clouds about 50 degrees, chance is 50%. In London, it's 30 degrees, light rain, fog, mist. In Austin, it's 36 degrees, and Mansfield, 36 degrees. And that's great for the Feature Channel. 11 o'clock news, and it's late to that. January 17, 2017. I appreciate it. Good night. What a good 5 day. See you tomorrow morning. I hope you all have a good night.